Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Music Tips and Reviews with JG. I always appreciate y'all for watching and tuning in. I'm on road 3,000 subscribers, so please, like I always say, please tell your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your friends, anybody you know that love music, music reviews, music tips, music reactions. Feel free to tell them about this channel. Get this community growing. Got a great interview coming up that I already had. I'll put that out soon. Few independent artists. Got some interviews with them. So appreciate y'all for tuning in, always supporting my channel. And so listen to this 21 Savage album. This is my review. I think it was a great album. I always love his flow. It's different, and that's what I love about certain artists. If you think about Doja Cat, which is featured on this album, they're very creative. Some people think may think 21, his flow is kind of like bland or dull, but that's just his style. And I've grown to love that style. Sometimes his punchlines is in a way, to me, it's kind of like a comical relief in a sense. Kind of remind me of like when Ludacris came out. His flow was comical, but at the same time, it was nice. It was clever. And that's what I feel about 21 Savage. He's kind of the other way around. Like, his punchlines is different. It's just different. It's a punchline that you rarely expect, in his punchlines. But I just like his flow. And I always ask people who's better, 21 Savage or Lil Baby. Even though they have similar, different styles, they both kind of, had the same process, road to success, to where they are now. And so, he's from, he's a British American, mainly, he grew up in Atlanta. And so this is kind of like, I would say, a soundtrack to a biopic film that he's coming out with Danny Glover. And so, we're going to start off, with the track list. I'm not going to go through it track for track. I'm just going to tell you, my views, but I'm going to hit a few tracks on the album. And by the way, shout out to my good bros. We went to college together, NSU, Starting Five. They did the first two tracks. So proud of them. Humble brothers that I know. They produced the first two tracks on this album, and I was surprised when he told me. I was like, wow, that's an incredible opportunity. They had the first two tracks on the album as far as placements, and so shout out to them, Starting Five. And I like the way the album started off. Really cinematic. The only thing I wish about this album, that throughout the album he had more like interludes and kind of getting into the story. If you think about, and when I was thinking about American Dream, I thought about American Gangster with Jay-Z. Throughout Jay-Z's songs, he had a few skits, from the movie, a few skits kind of relatable to the songs. And I kind of wish that he did that. But I think I like that he had variety in this song. At the beginning it started off kind of serious, cinematic with American Dream and All of Me. And then Red Rum was kind of a bop, a vibe. And I like his simplicity. Hooks don't always have to be very complex. And that's what we know about 21. His hooks is not, it's not so complex. it's a vibe. 21 Savage is all about a vibe, and some people still don't understand that. 21 and Doja, I think they work good together. 21 and Doja Cat. I love the way she did the ad libs at the beginning, and then she came in with her verse. And Doja Cat is just unique. She can spit, she can sing. She just does it all, and that's what I like about Doja, and I like about this collaboration. Sneaky, dope track. Pop your ish. I'm gonna keep it parent advisory. But I like that song with Young Thug and Metro Boomin. Young Thug verse was kind of iffy. I ain't gonna lie. But and the hook was kind of very simple. Very, very simple. That song was pretty good. I love Letter to My Brother. I thought that was a very good one. Really talking about how he was talking about people in the hood, they do things because that's all they know, and that's all they could do to make it through sometimes, even though it looked bad. But that's what they had to do. And he's saying that these people are really good people, but they was in a certain environment where they had to do what they had to do. And so that was a pretty good song. Dangerous, I love that collaboration with Lil Durk and Metro Boomin. 9, that was good. One with Travis Scott, that was good. See the Real, Prove It. I love that song. Of course, Summer's killed the song. I think the hook was kind of. I think they could have been more creative with the hook, honestly. But it wasn't a bad song with Summer Walker. Should have wore a bonnet. I thought that was very creative. I love Brent Faiyaz on the hook. Just Like Me with Burna Boy, I think that was a great collaboration. I think Burna Boy did good on that song. Red Sky was a different, but I think throughout this album, I think it could have been a little bit more cohesive as far as the sound of the album. You have your vibe out, records. You have your serious records, but I think he could have made it even more of a conceptual album, adding skits and stuff like that in the album. But overall, I think it was a fire album. I think it was a well put together album. He have tracks for all types of people, R&B people, people just like vibes, and he had stuff at the end for, crossover songs, but he always kept the same flow, throughout the whole album, and that's what I like about 21. He stayed true to his art, true to himself, true to his uniqueness as far as his flow is concerned. So, as I always do, give a rating, and I give it an 8 out of 10. I think it was a pretty solid album, fire album. Production was pretty good. I think some tracks the production was okay, but overall I think the production was pretty good. I think the strongest part of the album is the beginning and near the end. I think that's where the album really caught momentum, as far as I'm concerned, as far as my opinion. So leave your comments. Gave it an 8 out of 10. So just leave your comments what you thought about this album. And people gotta realize, people have to keep their fan base. You don't want someone you really like from the beginning to switch up too drastically. And I think some people, they saying like his, I heard some review people say, oh, his flow is the same and this and that, but that's just his style, and we love that style, and why not stick to the style that people love? So take that into consideration. really, you know, judging this album or rating this album. And so appreciate y'all for watching. Leave your comments under this video what you thought about this album. And until next time, all right, peace.